What's up, guys? It's Fishing the Sip here. Then we're going to go over the top 5 winter baits. First off, I want to start off by saying people think you have to slow down your retrieve, slow down your fishing, slow down the presentation of your bait, but that's not always true. The bait fish move just as fast trying to keep away from the bass. The bass fish going to speed up and get to the bait fish. So you're going to get bites if you fish just the same. Will it help? Maybe. Does it? I had no proof on that. But could it help? Yes. So if you want to try it, you can go ahead. Mine, I don't really see a difference. But we're gonna jump on into this and let's get this video started. My personal favorite my personal favorite winter bait is the jerk bait. I prefer a suspended jerk bait for clear water. I love this with clear water. When the water is cooler, the shad is suspended in the water column, and if I said dying shad and gulls diving on them, then that tells me the spinning jerkbait is the best choice. I will snap it a few times and let it sit a little longer than I do in the summertime, but always experiment with the action until I know how they want it. So throw it out there, jig it just a little bit, slow. Let it sit there, reel it in, jig it, let it sit there, reel it in. And then if that don't work, do it a little bit faster. If that don't work, do it a little bit faster until you get bites. And eventually you'll get bites, and that's how you need to fish for at least that day. The next up, I like the lipless crankbait. It can be dynamite. It can be great. I mean great in the winter. However, I do slow the retrieve down on the lipless crankbait and down in the winter. And I keep the bait in contact with the bottom so I get a feel of how it is. In this grass, I let it touch the tip of the grass. And you'll get the feel that the more you fish, you'll get the feel that that's grass, and then I rip it through it. And that makes reaction strikes. Third off, I got the swim bait. My favorite swim bait is the Stratton Shadiculus. I can't really say that word. In either 4.5 or 5 inch size. Often for larger one in lakes with big bass and big shad. These baits are very efficient for covering deeper zones in lakes where bass hold them off main lake structures. Also, hollow body baits have a paddle tail that keeps and moves a lot of water, which is very important in stained water. So if it's very stained, use a hollow body one that kicks up water because they can get that react strike. Because if it's not making any like action, fish ain't gonna see it, so they ain't gonna bite it. And like flat baits, they wobble from side to side. So if it's flat, they wobble side to side, which gives it off a action, which makes it in stained water. So if you're using stained water, if you're fishing in stained water, either fish a flat body or a swim bait. I read my swim bait jig head size to match the depth and speed I want to fish. I typically use a 3/8, 1/2, or even a 3/4 ounce, depending upon the depth. So you just have to fish around with that and see what you like and what gets you to get fish to bite. Fourth off, I fish with blade baits. This is my fourth go-to bait in the winter. Excuse me. Blade baits are good for fishing edges of deeper flats. I cast and work them, and it's similar to the way I fish the red-eye shad, except the blade bait is more efficient in deeper water. So if you're fishing deeper water, I would go with this over the red-eye shad. Use a lift and drop retrieve, feeling the good vibration from the lure each time you lift it. So what you do, you're going to reel it in just a little bit, you're going to pull it up and then let it drop. Reel it in just a little bit, pull it up, let it drop. And remember, both blade baits and red-eye shad work best this time of year on heavier line. So if you're fishing these in red-eye shad, use heavy line, because it slows the fall and reduces problems with it burying it in the grass. And it helps it where it don't get caught up as much, and it slows the fall because the line's holding it up more. Next off, we have the jig and spoon. The jig and spoon is a bait I permanently fish vertically. Our electronics are so good that while graphing creek channels, you'll see pods, a bait, oh, excuse me, a bait and mark fish around them. With the spoon, you can fish through the bait. It's even good along timber and doesn't snag as much as you think. So if you're doing it, you think that you're going to snag, you can snag, but it doesn't often. If it does, jiggle it and it shakes, and it comes right back. It comes free. While in fishing, jigging spoons often use a 3/4 ounce size on a 14 to 17 pound line. Using a lift and drop action, just like you did on the blade baits, it's spearing in with a lift. So just figure how you're going to do it. The more you bring it up more, you bring it up less, and let it fall. If the fish are aggressive, I would snap it and make it flutter. So once it's falling, just snap it a little bit and it'll flutter. And sometimes that can trigger a reaction. Well, this is my top 5 favorite winter baits. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out. It helps me out a lot. And remember, keep fishing and live on. Thank you for watching.